Okay, I'm going to show you what the kefir is supposed to look like when it is ready. Notice the marbling, the whey is starting to separate, and we should see a lot of the whey all the way to the bottom. So we should see this marbling everywhere when the milk is fully processed after it's set for like 24 hours. This is what it should look like. So when you take the top off here, we put a piece of paper towel on to keep the dust and whatnot out, but it gets so it looks almost like cottage cheese. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to rinse the whey and the curds out of the kefir seeds. We're going to stir it gently. We're going to stir the bottom too because there's going to be sedimentation that goes in the bottom. So we'll just mix it around a little bit and wash all the kefir out of the seeds. So when we get finished, this is what it should appear like. This is what we've had in the refrigerator, and after it's refrigerated, it gets so it's fairly thick. It's almost like a yogurt type of material. So I'm going to add this into here, and we'll put it back in the refrigerator. That we'll have it for another time. So in order to do this, I'm going to put, we use wide mouth mason jars. Use a plastic slotted spoon because you don't want to use anything metal in the kefir, and we just kind of rotate these around. So we're going to take whatever seeds that we can get. We're going to take the spoon and drain as much of the kefir off as possible, such as this. And there's some of it's not going to go. It's not going to get drained clear away. And that's okay, because we're going to take all of these seeds and put it in this jar, like that. And it should have an aroma that's like almost like a yeast, because what it's going to do, it's going to eat all of the sugar out of the dairy, out of the milk, all the lactose. So we're going to take and it's okay, you can eat the seeds, although they don't taste very good. They are very beneficial. So most people don't eat them. They add them to their compost, because as this makes kefir, you get more and more of this byproduct. I guess that's what you call it, each time you make it. And so it'll continue to fill up your container until you have more seeds than you have kefir when you're done. And so what we do is we'll separate some of it out and give it to someone else to use. Or you can just add it to your compost. Or if you use the kefir in a blended protein shake, you can add it to that and just blend it up and you'll never know the difference. We end up with a little bit of the seeds in our kefir anyway, because that's the way we that's how we do it. Now, looks like I've gotten almost all of it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this around a little bit, and I'm going to pour this right through the slotted spoon, such as this, and it'll take all of the seeds, the remains, anything that's not too small, and this is how we end up with a little bit of seeds in our kefir, because we just let it run over the spoon a little bit until the spoon gets way too full. So and seed just fell in, which is fine. We don't use it straight anyway. It's pretty intense to try to eat it or drink it straight out of the container. It's kind of bitter. If you forget to change your kefir in a 24-hour period, it's likened to like a house cat that you leave locked up in the house for 2 or 3 days, and you go on vacation, come back, they don't like you a whole lot. The kefir's kind of that way too. So if you decide you're not going to use it, you can go ahead and put it in the container like this and put it in the refrigerator, and it'll slow it down so it won't eat up all the lactose as quick. And then when you get ready to use it again, you can put it back out on the cabinet, on the counter. We keep ours on the counter so it's nice and warm. And now we have another round of kefir that we'll use tomorrow. And we blend it with protein and berries and power greens and whatnot, so we can have a decent shake to start out our day with. Don't want to wash this with anything that has antibacterial soap, so we just usually rinse it off good and dry it, and sometimes we'll put it in the dishwasher. Not often, but sometimes. And then this one here, when you first start it, you put about a cup of milk in there to get it going. Your seeds probably won't be as many as that, but we fill it all the way up to here. I'll do that now. And we're using whole milk that is only pasteurized. It's not homogenized. And so it marbles a little bit better than what homogenized milk does. And so I'm going to fill that all the way up to here. If you get it too full and you put a paper towel on it, pushes the kefir right on up into the paper towel and gets the paper towel wet. So there you have it. A day's worth of kefir. Kefir is much better than the about 80 some different bacteria that are good for your digestive system, or yogurt only has about 3 or 4, so this is much better for you.